everybody. I'm Cheryl Hamilton, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Maui, and I'm put together a couple of Easter baskets that I've been wanting to try for a couple of years, and they puff out a little bit. They're super cute, and so I wanted to make a video to show you how to do it and to show you all the mistakes I've made. It's not really that hard. It's just you've got to follow the directions. And so here's what my finished one turned out like. Isn't that cute? It's because I like it. It has these, the little strips that stick out, so it looks all puffy and cute. And this is made from some daffodil paper that was from Celebration. So it's some leftover I had, but I think it's super cute with the, I guess they're ladybugs, colorful little ladybugs on it, and the daisy. And then a couple more just to show you. Here's another one that I'd made with, I think it's called Pattern Party Designer Series paper. And the same idea. I did another daffodil one that I kind of messed up on, but still cute. And the last one's really cute too. It was made with that Crane of Fortune paper, so it's all gold and everything. And it's got our cute little bunny from Easter Friends that's adorable, these little bees. So I hope that you watch the video and that you give it a try. Hopefully I'll get this out here before Easter, so you'll have a few days. Okay, thanks a lot. I've always wanted to try making these slatted baskets, and now that I have a week until Easter, I'm making a few of them. So I wanted to show you guys how, and hopefully I'll get this onto YouTube in time for you to make a couple. So here's one that I did. I thought this was really cute. What paper was that? Symbols of Fortune Designer Series paper. So I tried doing that on the outside and just using a white 12 by 12 for the inside of the basket. I think if I did it again, I would have used some kind of gray like smoky slate or pink even on the inside. But I thought this was really pretty because that paper's gorgeous, and the bunny. So the bunny, it had the tag to go with it, and I put some of those little bees. But I'm just showing you some different ones before I dive in here. This is another one that I made using that Pattern Party Host Designer Series paper. And I meant to put the stripes on the outside, but it still worked. It's really fun, and I totally love the ladybugs on here. I think that's really cute. So for this one today, I'm grabbing some retired paper. This is from Celebration, so some of you might have it. It was a free Designer Series paper you could get with a $50 order during stamp Celebration called Daffodil Afternoon. So to make this basket, you do need two 12 by 12 pieces of paper. I think Designer Series paper is probably the most fun to do it in, but you could also use cardstock if you wanted. So I am starting by, I'm going to use my scoreboard, and I'm going to score at 3/4 inch. Now remember, when you're scoring Designer Series paper, it's thinner than cardstock, so you don't push too hard, or when you fold it, it might tear all the way through. So just make score lines and make sure it's flush up against all the edges. 3/4, 4, 8, and 11 1/4. And then I'm rotating it 90 degrees, and I'm repeating the same thing. So 3/4, what is this, 4, 8, and 11 1/4. So I'm going to cut away all the corners, and it's easier to see on this side for me. So I'm going to cut on the score line here. I'm going to skip this little square and go all the way up and just cut this portion off on all the corners. So here goes. I'm also going to cut on these score lines up to the second. So not on this skinny 3/4 one, but I'm going to go all the way up there, all the way up there, and then I'm going to cut away this portion here. You can see I put tear and tape along the whole outsides of the outside rectangles, okay? And then I also applied tape to these flaps in the middle, okay? Because these are what's gonna happen, let me think. I wanted this to be the inside of the box, and so I'm gonna move it over like this, and then it's gonna come like this, and then I'm gonna pull this off later, and it's gonna have a little decoration that's gonna look like the inside of the box. Okay, so that's what we're going for. So now let's score on the score lines. Keep having to remember. Okay, so this is the inside. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna burnish the fold lines there. Except I did that backwards here. So this one's gonna be folded down. This one's gonna be this way. You guys kind of getting this? And then just keep going. If you fold it the wrong way, you can do it after. It's not gonna hurt anything. So on the middle ones, the only place you have the tear and tape is along the top. For the outside ones, you have the tape all the way around. There, this one's gonna. I know I get mixed up when I do it too, but if you make sure that if this is going to be, okay, if you make sure this is going to be what you see on the inside like this, then, and you put your tape on the opposite side, you'll be good. Okay, so you're putting your tape on the opposite side and then crease it on the fold lines. Okay, now we'll put it together. Okay, let me do a little bit at a time. So I'm taking my Take Your Pick tool. You kind of need one of these. These are awesome. They're only $10 and they do all kinds of, the putty thing right here picks up sequins. This thing is the best thing in the world for pulling off things like this. And you can turn them, and they have other, like this little spatula thing that you can do stuff with. Okay, so there's that one. I think I'm just gonna do these two corners first. I don't want to take all the tear and tape off, or it'll all get stuck together and I won't be happy. This is the inside. Okay, now I'll probably be better. So I'm gonna just do one at a time, lifting it up and trying to put it equal like this, and then just get my lines. This has sticky tape on it too, so again, just keep making it into a box. Okay, now I'm going to take off these two. And if you should just make this along with me. If you're doing it along with me, just pause the video when you guys need to. My customers are really looking ways to use up their designer series paper, and me too. I have so much of it, and this is a really fun project, and it uses up 2 whole sheets, so that's kind of neat. Okay, so I can feel the sticky stuff. I'm gonna put it in like this, and just don't stick it down till you're pretty sure it looks even. And then I just have one more to go. And like I said, don't press yet till you're pretty sure you're going to be happy with it. Okay, so there's a box. And now I get to take the tape off of these 4 edges and just put them down like that. We're not quite ready to fold down these top edges yet, so just leave the tape on them and we'll get those a little bit later. For the strips on the outside, I think it's a little bit better if you pick a paper that has no directions, such as this could go either way. This one would be good, and also this. But I'm just gonna, just to show you in case you have to pick something with a direction, this kind of does. Yeah, I think this is the top and the bottom. I'm just gonna show you this in case you really have your heart set on it. So it'll still be really cute. But I am gonna take a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper, and I'm cutting off, I wanna cut off the bottom, a 1-inch strip off of the bottom. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm doing. And I'm setting this aside for the handle. You know, I could use either part, so set it aside. Next thing I want to do is cut an 11-inch by 6-inch piece. Okay, and just put the other one aside. Okay, I'm going to grab my scoreboard, and for this piece that I have, this is going to be my strips that are going to show on the outside. So I want to score it 3.5 inches from each side. So again, don't push too hard, scoring 3.5 inches from the left and then turning it 3.5 inches from the opposite end. Can you see it? You might be able to see it better on this one. Okay, then I'm going to grab my trimmer again, and I'm going to cut off 6 1-inch by 11-inch strips. And the trimmer is really great for this because it has this 1 inch on the right side, so you can just push it through and you still have a lot of paper to hold on to on the left side. Okay, so I've got 6 strips here. What I'm going to do is, I don't think I want them this way. I don't know. I mean, that's fun too. I'm just going to, let me see what happens if this folds down. Yeah, I'm just going to do them this way because that's what I said I was going to do. Okay, see how you have the strip, and can you see I'm folding them at the score lines. So I want to put tape here on the inside. So this dark part is going to show. So let me just fold them. I'm putting this here because I'm going to use Stamp and Seal because it's totally fast. And I just want to have this done pretty soon. And I'm going to put it on the middle part. And when my hand's going down, I'm not going to be able to see where to stop. So that's why I have this little stop sign here. So I'm just going to go, and then I know to stop. So there's 1, 2, sometimes you have to get it going and just move it. Move your tape up a little bit. Sorry, mine's getting stuck on something. Sometimes you have to get the gunk off of this, you know, and just clean it a little bit, and then it'll work. It'll be nicer. It gets a little bit gooey sometimes. Okay, your box. You're gonna let me put these down so I can set it straight. If you have some ugly edges like that, you're going to need to just trim them off. But anyway, back to this. So I am going to take my box upside down, and I'm going to glue my strips on the very edge, like that. And then I'll do my second one on the edge, opposite edge. Okay, and then you can eyeball this next piece to put it in the center. Okay, then you're going to turn and do the same thing the other way. So again, I'm going to start on the edge. The opposite edge. In the middle. We're getting there. Okay. Then there's what it looks like. I want to glue these to the top, and they're just, I really want to show you how cool this Stampin' Seal is, because I love it, but mine's just gunked up. There it goes. Okay, and then you're going to take it and you're going to put it right up to the score line there. Just press it down. I like to do that two outsides first in case, you know, so I get my middle one in the right position. And see how they're kind of, they make a curve like that? Isn't that cool? Okay, I've got everything stuck up there. The last thing I'm going to do is get these edges down like this. Isn't that cute? Uh-oh. So the nice thing about this edge too is it'll stick these things on really well, so they can't come off then. Okay, so I think it's really cute, but two of my edges are really bad, like this one. So I'm just gonna sit there and snip it and not worry about it. Okay, there's one. This one's good. This one's not. Something happened with those two edges, so. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, so I'm getting there. I've got the handle to put on. Everything's stuck to me. Okay, here's my handle. I think I'm going to turn it over just because there's some crushed curry in here too that I can see. And I'm just putting, Stampin' Seal or tear and tape on for about 2 inches or 1.5 inches up. And trying to, I guess centering it, I should look over the center strip right there. And same for this side. Okay, so there you go. And now I'm going to decorate. Well, I think I'm done now. I've just added some ribbon and cute little ladybugs and a daisy flower, and it just needs candy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and give it a try. And happy Easter to everyone. Aloha.